yes, Mzansi, it's that time again for the biggest and the best sci-tech show to hit your screens right here on SABC One, Mzansi for sure. This is, of course, Teenagers on a Mission. Right here with your boy Sia and of course the beautiful Buntu.
Yeah, boy, yes. But in guys, it's all about ASD. You know when you ask by Indoni ASD Buntu? Well, ASD is autistic spectrum disorder.
Absolutely right now, but autistic spectrum disorder refers to a group of complex disorders of brain development. Now, ASD actually communicates, interacts, but behave in
very, very true, which is why for disability but understand it just a little bit better.
Are you ready?
So ready.
I hope that you are also ready. Here's what's coming up on today's episode of TOMz.
Rokopanel Alexi, a brilliant autistic girl. A little bit more about her. Alexi utlo wants her artwork ya hai artibise her inspiration ya hai itswa kae. Alexi utlo hona artibisa ka di dreams and the aspirations ya hai. Re ithuta ka the science of drawing. Some good knowledge about the origins of autism. Technology to manage ASD. The TOMz quiz.
Alright, Mzansi, it's that time again where you and I get to communicate on social media as per usual. With disabilities. Let's see what you guys had to say on Facebook. Treat them the way that you would like to be treated as well. Very true. Let's not discriminate against people that are living with disabilities. Very nice, and those are really some crucial points. Please do keep them coming in on social media. On Facebook, we are TOMz. On Twitter, at TOMz_SABC_1. With that being said, let's go to Martini. Let's go live. Alright, Mzansi, namhlanje we're all the way in KZN to find out ukuthi abangani bethu basephuma Nyova High School bona bazama ukuthini ke ngalolu daba esikhuluma ngawo namhlanje. Sawubona seswami?
Yebo.
Unjani?
Ngiyaphila. Igama lami nguNondumiso kaNdwandwe, ngiyenza ugrade 11. Mase ngiqeda isikole ngifuna ukuba udokotela.
Nice one. So mina ngicela ungitshele ne, what's the difference between invisible disabilities and ama disabilities abonakalayo?
Ama invisible disabilities ilawa okhona uwabona, like umuntu mangenazi izandla uyabona noma ehamba nge-wheelchair kodwa lawa angabonakali thola ukuthi ukhubazeke ngengqondo.
And autism happens to be one of the invisible disabilities. Ngifuna ukwazi ne ukuthi kahle kahle bengithi autism yini efika engqondweni yakho?
Uma uthi autism ngicabanga into enjenge mental issue ukuthi ik-affecta engqondweni. So vele ke nayo ngiyayibala kuma invisible disabilities ngoba kuyasho ukuthi ngeke izibonakale vele ayibonakala.
Nazi autism idila nabantu noma ibamba abantu laba abane it's a mental thing, so we see for sengqondo kahle kahle and they have difficulties in forming ama relationships namanye abantu. Mina ngifuna ukwazi, with that being said ne, indaba kubalekile for thina abantu ukuthi support abanye abantu that are disabled.
Ngicabanga ukuthi kubaleke ukuthi umuntu uma ukuthi akakhona mhlawumbe ukwenza into kumele umsupport because angagcina seyibulala ecwasa etshela ukuthi akathanda emhlabeni.
Abantwana abaninzi bane-autism abafumani uncedo ngoba kwezi ndawo bahlala kuzo they don't really have the resources fit to cater for them. Let's check this out.
Hello, motho o hlatsitse ke autism mmele wa hae o sebetsa ka tsela e sa tlwaelehang. Facial expressions le movements tsa hae ka mokgwa tsa tsamaisa mmele wa hae may not match ntho tse a di buang. Their tone of voice may fail to reflect their feelings. This failed communication is frustration by screaming or having meltdowns. ASD is thought to have a genetic component that results in atypical neurological development. But ASD it is not a psychological or emotional disorder. Bad parenting. From the 1900s, autism named as a range of neuropsychological conditions. Autism little from the Greek word autos, self. In social interactions. In other words, by the 1940s, had researchers at the United States of America autism emotional social problems. Leo Connor John Hopkins University behavior the 1980s, the 1990s, behavioral therapy ka mahara dikolo tsa bana ba banyane ba kenang primary school ho ba treata for bolwetse bo ba nang le bona. Currently, one of the cornerstones are autism therapy, behavioral therapy, language therapy,
Yeah, now that was really informative. The difficulty that comes with this disability and to support each other.
Okay, see, I can only imagine how difficult it must be feeling at weird man. Funny. Can you explain guys what you guys think on our social media pages? And so where I'm going to go.
We are back. You're still watching the biggest and the best sci-tech show in the land. Lena BCB's about CBs and teenagers on a mission. Watching SABC 1, we're live on TV.
Yeah, boy, yes. Namhlanje ke sifune kabanzi ngendaba ye-ASD, but more specifically, how abantu abaphila ngayo baqhuba njani on a day-to-day basis.
Absolutely right. Futhi ke bafethu nesifundile so far ukuthi autism spectrum disorder uma unayo, it is definitely not the end of the world. Futhi ke enye into ke kushiwo ukuthi kahle abantu abane-ASD bajwayele ungabi nabo abangani.
Yo, shame, and that's all due to imfundo enqabileyo. But let us check this out.
All right, Nazoge Bafeti Kamusi Yawi yet again on another mission. I'm still running the streets of Johannesburg. Namhlanje ke silana e-Olifantsfontein. So behlala ke nenye intokazi sase high school diagnosed on autism from a very young age. Namhlanje bafethu so full ukuthi kahle kahle umuntu uyakwazi ukuphila nayo le disorder lena futhi aphila impilo egcwele njenga wonke umuntu. It's you, it's me on this beautiful mission. Asami Tsibangeni. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Well, thanks, and you?
Good, thanks. My name is Sia.
I'm Alexi.
Nice to meet you, Alexi. I'm from a show called Teenagers on a Mission, and today you are our mission.
Wow.
So please tell me a little bit more about growing up. Like, how did you, because you were diagnosed with autism, right? So I want to know what are some of the challenges that actually came with that? Was making friends hard? Was the interaction between people hard for you?
Very hard, especially people my age, because yeah, I can socialize very well with older people and younger people, but people my age, there's this unspoken rule. You can't just go up to somebody and say, "Hi, I'm Alexi, what's your name? I want to be friends with you." Yeah. It's really hard reading people as well.
I want to know, how did you actually overcome that challenge, and how did you break that boundary and actually go up to people and make friends with those people?
What I do is I try and see what they're doing and approach them. Like somebody's reading something, a book that I know, like I've read already, and then I approach them and I'm like, "Oh, you're reading Percy Jackson. I read that book too. It's amazing. Do you like it?" And then that's how I start the conversation. That's so much easier for me.
Yeah. And when they actually told you that you were living with the disorder, how did that make you feel?
Well, it was ever since last year when I was 14. They told me I was diagnosed with autism, and I was like, "What now?" And then I figured out what it was actually, and all my life I knew I was weird, but then now that they told me what it was that made me weird, and there were other people like me, I just felt it was an eye-opener. It just made me feel so good. How do you say? Like I'm not alone anymore.
Yeah. I want to know what made you think that you were weird.
Well, I knew I was weird because every morning I show up early just to walk up and down like the rugby field, and I would like talk to myself. I try to kind of hide the fact like I'm in my own little world while I'm pacing up and down.
I see.
But people are just like, "What's she doing?"
Yeah, I see.
One day I'm very quiet. I just like to shrink into a world. Keep to myself. And then the other day I'm loud, spontaneous, make jokes in class, and at the point where my English teacher's just like, "Hi, Alexi, you're loud today."
But being different isn't such a bad thing, right?
Not at all. I love being weird. It makes me it makes me feel great, like there's nobody else out there like me.
I can only imagine. So let's talk about the support structure from your family, from your friends. You mentioned your best friend, Lindsay. Tell me more about that.
Lindsay is Asperger's syndrome as well.
Okay.
Highly functional like me. And she, when we got together, we met through an advisor, a friend, like somebody who helps us, you know, with Asperger's syndrome. It was hard for me to make a friend, so I thought maybe if I could connect to somebody that's like the same age and with the same same disorder.
Do you find that easier to make friends with people that are living with this disorder, like yourself, someone that you can actually relate to? Do you find that easier?
Yes, it's very easier because we might have the same interests.
True.
And it's so much easier because what I've noticed with Asperger's, Asperger kids, Aspie kids, was that every Aspie kid has this fixation, like something we love so much that we can't just like get our minds off of it. And then it's hard to focus on schoolwork.
Can you tell me about your fixation, maybe?
Anime.
Creative skills. On the other hand, analytical people here stimulate creativity and improve it. In the developing stages, for some academic work. Furthermore, painting and drawing also instigates the development of critical thinking and problem solving. There's more than one way to form a solution for a single problem. As they discover the artwork they can do in a blank sketch, and turn thinking outside the box.
All right, cool. Speaking of which, I want to know what keeps you going and why do you think it's important for other people to not judge or not look down on other people that have a certain disorder?
It's just terrible. Put yourself in that person's shoes.
Yes.
People's telling you, oh, you've got Asperger's syndrome, you stupid. And I'm like, no, I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they think that we're like children, babies that need to be like led through everything, like we are dependent on somebody else's help.
I see.
The health benefits that hold hope and that it was about Alzheimer's disease. Recalling skills as they sharpen their minds through imagination and thinking, less complicated.
All right, cool. So you did speak about anime, right? I want to know, what are some of your other hobbies?
My hobbies? Well, I like writing since I love reading books. I try to make my own stories, and it's kind of helpful that I'm Asperger's syndrome because we're great storytellers. We live in our own little worlds. That's kind of easy to put into words.
But I also know that there's one thing that you also like, sketching and drawing.
Yeah.
Rumor has it. So tell me more about that.
Well, I love to draw different kind of things. I like to draw the characters of books and manga I'm trying to create.
Oh, I see.
And it's kind of easier to create like the person I'm trying to visualize, because then it's stuck in my mind. And when I lose the vision, I can just like open my sketchbook and remember what the character looked like.
Okay, cool. So let's go back now. You did mention earlier on that a lot of people judge people that live with autism, and you've experienced this firsthand. I want to know, how do you sort of like shift your focus from that and keep positive and keep going? How do you not let that get to you?
Well, basically, I keep myself busy. I write books, watch anime like Naruto, and I keep myself off of that subject. Like, I just don't socialize with people at school sometimes because I'm scared they might judge me again.
You just stay in your own lane.
At school, they usually, I know they're talking behind my back how weird I am, how stupid I am, how awkward I am. It got so bad at a point, like I can hear them, they're talking about me. And it got so bad that one day I started tearing. I stood up, I didn't give an excuse or anything like that. I just ran to the bathroom, just kind of like, leave me alone.
Right.
I felt dark emotions, and I just felt, I got covered in a cloak of darkness.
I see. But all I can say is that, you know, people always talk whether you're doing good or bad. So don't let that pull you down. Just keep at it and keep going. And I want to know, when you're in that dark space, how do you actually get yourself out of it?
It's very hard. That's because I have so many distractions. That's the only thing that can pull me, keep my mind from those thoughts and helps me focus on something else.
Yeah. Hashem. Yes, lilitsho kakhulu to know that abanye abantu, because of imfundo and the lack thereof, don't really interact with abantu abane disabilities, who actually turn out to be very amazing people.
Yeah, but it's mina ngifuna ukwazi lapha ekhaya ukuthi wena ucabangani so far. Hit us up on social media. While you do exactly that, we'll take a quick commercial break. Sabuya emva kwidolo.
TOMz. Kanjalo nje ke bafethu sesibuyile onto your screens and we're going to dive straight into it. Le nkqubo yethu is about ASD.
Absolutely right. And so far bafethu into engayisho mina ukuthi sifundile kabanzi ukuthi iASD is just a disability and not a dysfunctionality.
Siya. Futhi ngolwazi lwethu, all we can do is be responsible enough to treat them like normal people.
Absolutely. With that being said, asibuyele. Quite cool, Alex. Just to wrap it up, I want to know, what would you say to that young person at home that maybe has the same disorder and they probably have a low self-esteem? How would you sort of like motivate them?
Keep distracting yourself. Find an Asperger friend that shares the same interest in you, and just ignore the people, like the person in the seat behind you.
Yeah, hashtag ignore them, right?
Hashtag ignore them.
You were awesome. Thank you so much for having me. High five.
High five.
Sure. I got a feel to ukusilethela namhlanje sekuphelile. Now ngiyathemba lapha ekhaya ukuthi khona ukufundile namhlanje ukuthi autism is just a disorder and not a dysfunctionality. Labantu bafana nami nawe sokubaleke kakhulu ukuthi singacwasi. Now say it with me bafethu, we came, we saw, and we definitely conquered. From your boy Sia, I'm out of here. Alright, Mzansi, it's that time again where we get to put your knowledge to the test with our TOMz quiz challenge. You too can also play along and tell us what you think the answer is. Right now though, and who will reign supreme when it comes to our TOMz speed round master. Let's play.
Dumelang kaofela you TOMzers, let's hore le kgethile haholo horna ebile le rata haholo, and that is why in today's episode le nna tshekela Phumanyova High School. Let's hore le re kemiseditswe to have some fun with you guys. Hatse re ithuta ka lefatshe le makatsang la science and technology. Lights, camera, and action. Are you ready to experience the ultimate edutainment? Re etse ntho e ba bitsang gore ke a focus group mo le reng ra bona rona re ka itukisa kae as TOMz. Ra ba fa le dibuka tse makatsang that will empower the learners and keep them motivated. Dibuka tse di tlo ba thusa ka career guidance hobane ke nako e tshwantseng ba nahane ka bokamoso ba bona. Let's go read and we did exactly that at the dance off challenge. The presenters started against each other and then we gave the learners a chance to see who could outdance them.
The three participants right now, it's time.
We tested their knowledge with the TOMz because we saw Team A winning the first round.
A. So A. Congratulations.
We'll right to the second round. Morilan Rabana grade 11 learner Owa Mutsamurke Mpumuzi Zulu knocking everyone out for Atuzobapala, the speed round master.
Congratulations Mpumuza for making it this far to the speed round master. Uzizwa kanjani khona manje?
Ngizizwa ngijabule kakhulu ngendlela engachazeki.
Alright, cool. Now before sijabula kakhulu bhodwa mina ngifuna ukuthathela exactly the same pattern ungibekele yona kwenye indawo ne ehlukile. Angifuni enkulu on top of a small one. You're only allowed to use just one hand, right? You have 2 minutes to do exactly that. Alright, cool stuff. For 2 minutes wakho starts right about njengamanje asambe. Ningamsiza ne cheer him on. 15 seconds gone on the clock bafethu.
All you have to do is email tomz@sabc.co.za.
Exactly that. Alright. Some progress right over there. Nazoge, Putom, nazoge. Alright. Alright, Putami, nice and easy. Uzizwa kanjani khona manje?
Ngizamile khona noma ngihambanga kahle kodwa
hayi kambe kahle.
Yazi abantu abaninzi baphila nge-autism without even knowing it. But thanks to platforms such as TOMz, sifunda kabanzi ngendaba ezifana nezi. But you can also contact ASA, otherwise known as Autism South Africa, for more information nge-autism. Okwangoku ke, masike sithi check at the future.
Here go Autism South Africa. While there is still a big focus on treatments and management of autism, but to have a shift to into as a neurodivergence, as a disorder. Autism South Africa has about to awareness ka ASD. Ibile he sa ba fumane hore batho ba bangata mo le mo Afrika Borwa ha ba tsebo hlokomela batho ba le autism. So se ba ruta batho ka mahara di communities tseo ka di symptoms tsa teng ibile ba ba fa education ho ba thusa hore ba kgone ho hlokomela bana ba bona. The introduction of useful technology le management ya ASD ka ntho tse tshwanang le di buzzes, touch points, Holly, RoboHon ke tse kgona go thusa batho he hore ba hlokomele bana ba bona bana le autism ibile they encourage them hore ba ba etse di schedule tse ba tlo di tlwaelang. Bana ba ileng hore ba sokola ho ngola kapa ho bala hona le di apps tse tshwana le WhatsApp mo le gore kgona ho etsa a voice note ho bua le batho ba bang ebile ba kgona ho fumana communication from batho ba bang.
Oh man, unfortunately we've come to the end of the show, but don't you despair because you can still interact with us 24/7 on our social media pages. On Facebook, it is of course TOMz, on Twitter at TOMz_SABC_1.
Yep, boy, yes, you can also visit www.sabceducation.co.za/TOMz for further information, guys. Just to get to know us a little better.
Absolutely right, but if you cannot get enough of COG, you can also catch me on my personal Twitter account at IamSia_G.
And when you want real entertainment, Bundu_P on Instagram is the place to be.
Anyway, this is where we call it goodbye. Thank you so much for watching TOMz. From your boy Sia and the beautiful Bundu, goodbye.
Someone fellow on the next episode of TOMz. Rukobana the head chef meets African Europe cuisine oba mitsangoriki nompumelelo mwebu. Ribona na hore yana untsa etsang since the last visit ibile wa re jwetsa ka buka entsha e bitsangoriki Through the Eyes of an African Chef. Ribona le her pop-up shop e bitsangoriki Timfole Tinta Market e leng ka Johannesburg. Uskale bala shebela TOMz ka la boneng la bohlano ka 2:30 mo SABC 1 Mzansi Fisher.